What if you could grow food for weeks without watering it once? No irrigation systems, no daily effort, just a simple method buried beneath the soil. This ancient technique was once used across some of the driest regions on Earth. So why did we stop using it? Imagine the earth, parched and broken. A mosaic of cracks spreads across a field where life once thrived. The sun beats down with relentless force, baking the soil into a hard, unwelcoming crust. No green thing can be seen for miles. It is a portrait of thirst, a landscape holding its breath, waiting for a drop of rain that may not come. This is the face of drought, a silent crisis that expands across our world with a quiet, devastating certainty. Yet, in the middle of this desolation, a single green sprout pushes its way through a crack. It is a small miracle, a defiance against the odds. Our modern world is a thirsty one. The demands we place upon our planet's finite water resources are staggering. Nowhere is this more apparent than in the fields where we grow our food. Agriculture is the single largest consumer of fresh water on Earth. It accounts for roughly 70% of all water withdrawn, from rivers, lakes, underground aquifers. This immense consumption powers our global food supply, but it comes at a tremendous cost. We have engineered vast systems to move water across great distances, transforming arid landscapes into productive farmland. Yet these systems are often profoundly inefficient. Sprinklers cast great arcs that shimmer in the sun, and sometimes as much as half is lost to heat and wind. A fleeting mist that never reaches the roots. Flooding inundates entire fields, a blunt instrument that uses far more water than necessary, and often carries away topsoil and nutrients. The consequences are stark and growing more severe. Groundwater levels are plummeting in key regions. Rivers that once flowed to the sea now run dry. The problem is not that we use water to grow food, it's how we use it. We treat it as infinite, sprayed, flooded, pumped, with little regard for its value. We are disconnected from nature's elegant efficiency, where every drop is treasured. We need to remember a different way. The solution does not lie in a complex new technology, but in a simple vessel, perfected thousands of years ago. An ancient whisper from civilizations that thrived in some of the most arid places on Earth. The answer is a humble, unglazed clay pot, known as an olla. A simple word, a profound function. For at least 4,000 years, farmers from North Africa to China used these porous jars as a subterranean irrigation system. Imagine a garden under a hot sun. Instead of watering from above, the gardener buries terracotta ollas in the soil, necks exposed. Pots are spaced strategically among the plants, their round bodies hidden like treasure. Fill each olla. Cap it to prevent evaporation and keep insects out. And then, the magic begins. The work is done. The olla takes over, a silent, faithful guardian delivering water precisely where it is needed, when it is needed. The principle behind the olla is beautifully simple. Unglazed clay is porous, filled with countless microscopic holes. Dry soil pulls water through the pot's walls, drop by drop. Plants coax water from the olla, not the other way around. A partnership, not a command. The pot releases water only when the earth is thirsty, a localized zone of perfect moisture at the roots. To understand the power of the olla, look closer at the quiet conversation beneath the soil. Water, clay, earth. Unglazed pot walls act like a membrane, separating a reservoir within from thirsty soil outside. It is not a leak, it is a slow, methodical seep. Water is drawn out, not forced. This distinction is crucial. This is microporous irrigation. Water moves through tiny pores via capillary action, the same force that lets a paper towel soak a spill. It moves only if there is a pull. When adjacent soil is moist, very little is released. As it dries, tension increases. Soil moisture tension draws water from the olla, precisely matching the plant's need. Roots sense nearby moisture and grow toward the olla, creating a dense network of fine hairs that cling to its surface. They draw water directly from the pot's damp exterior, as needed. Cool, cloudy day, needs are lower. The olla releases little. Hot, windy day. Transpiration rises. The soil pulls more. The system adapts in real time. Underground delivery prevents the wilt and recovery stress cycle. At the surface, much is lost to the air. With ollas, nearly all water reaches the roots. A drier surface discourages weeds, saving effort and resources. It's entirely passive. No pumps, no timers, no electricity. The olla and the soil seek equilibrium, a steady breath of water into the earth. A self-regulating system where plants take exactly what they need, no more, no less. This method can reduce water use by up to 70%. It protects roots, prevents evaporation, and keeps soil consistently moist. Even in extreme heat, plants continue to grow. Surface watering darkens the top layer, then it dries within hours. Weeds love that damp surface. With ollas, the surface stays dry, effort drops, and roots seek deep, reliable moisture. Deeper roots mean resilience to drought, stability in wind, and efficient nutrient uptake. Dry foliage helps prevent fungal diseases like powdery mildew and blight. Studies show 50 to 70% less water used than surface watering. Real savings at home and on small farms. Grow more food with less water, stretching a precious resource farther than imagined. With ollas, every single drop counts. Less work, less water, less waste, stronger plants. Working with nature, not against it, yields superior results. If it is so simple, so effective, and so ancient, why was it forgotten? The answer lies in the shadow of progress. The 20th century industrialized agriculture, from small, localized plots to vast, mechanized monocultures. The mantra became, go big or go home, leaving little room for a humble clay pot. Cheap energy and the illusion of abundant water powered pumps that pulled vast quantities from rivers and aquifers. Large-scale systems could water hundreds of acres at a time. Impressive feats of engineering. Burying thousands of pots by hand seemed antiquated, inefficient, and uneconomical for thousand-acre farms. Industry favored standardized, automated, uniform solutions at immense scale. Generational knowledge, soil health, companion planting, ollas, was dismissed as old-fashioned. It was replaced by chemicals and brute force irrigation. The olla's whisper was drowned by the diesel pump. In an age of perceived plenty, conservation waned. Depleted aquifers, soil degradation, environmental damage deferred to a distant future. Progress was measured in yield per acre, not resilience. The careful, patient olla was left behind and buried and forgotten until now. What is buried can be rediscovered. Today, as consequences mount, a new generation digs in the past for future solutions. Gardeners are rediscovering the olla. Small-scale farmers are rediscovering the olla. Sustainability advocates are rediscovering the olla. In the face of climate change, persistent droughts, and a desire for resilient local food, the clay pot returns. In urban gardens, ollas offer low-maintenance watering for busy lives. In drought-stricken backyards where every drop is precious, they shine. Stories abound, water use cut by more than half, tomatoes and peppers thriving where soil would otherwise be too dry. On small commercial farms committed to regeneration, ollas take root. From Mexico to Australia, innovative growers integrate ollas to raise high-value crops with minimal water. One Arizona farmer cultivates fruit orchards in the desert, a green oasis in a parched land. These successes prove productivity and profit are possible in harmony with the environment. Artisans turn local clay into ollas. Small businesses produce and sell them. Online communities share installation tips. Nonprofits teach the technique where water scarcity defines life and death. It is more than a trend. It is a grassroots movement, a quiet revolution just beneath the surface, powered by a simple, radical idea already within our grasp. Sometimes, the most powerful solutions aren't new. They've just been buried, waiting to be rediscovered. The Earth holds solutions to its own problems, if we have the wisdom to look beneath the surface. Balance innovation with wisdom. Build with efficiency, conservation, self-regulation, working with nature. The olla reminds us, there is immense power in simplicity, hidden in plain sight, buried and then found, waiting patiently to give the thirsty earth a drink.